According to Robertson Smith, among the Arabs in the time of Muhammad, it was common to sacrifice a sheep on the birth of a child, and then to shave the head of the infant and daub the scalp with the blood of the victim. This ceremony was called aqiqah, or the cutting of the hair. They believed it was designed to avert evil from the child, and it was evidently an act of dedication by which the infant was brought under the protection of whatever was worshipped in the community. And in the Islamic version of aqiqah, the smearing of the blood on the head is not, part of it. Lane describes the aqiqah ceremony thus: the parallel with the Assyrian text quoted on page 208 and 211 are very striking. The person should say on slaying the victim, "O God, verily, this aqiqah is a ransom for my son, such a one. Its blood for his blood, and its flesh for his flesh, and its bone for his bone, and its skin for his skin, and its hair for his hair. O God, make it ransom for my son from hellfire." A bone of the victim should not be broken. And that's other indication of something that's not part of Islamic practice, but these sort of words kind of imply something that is grafted from somewhere else, because there is question about the validity of the ceremony. And Nebk, Surah 30, 391, and some others bear reason why one part of the ceremony would not be included. That, and there's also narrations that Muhammad never taught that one thing that's often included in the ceremony. In Nebk, they offer sacrifice for a boy when 7 days old without breaking bones, lest the child's bones be broken. Now, in the Islamic slaughter, they don't do that to the animals intentionally. In Arabia, Doti noticed a custom that when a man-child is born, the father would slay a ewe, but would give nothing for a female. Similarly, an idea, well, again, Islam doesn't, you do something for the male, not for, no. Similarly, an idea to this custom in some localities, like in Palestine, that only male animals should be used in sacrifices. The Nusayriya and Ismaili consider females unfit for food or for sacrifice. Again, nothing that's related to Islam. This is probably due to a natural economy, which holds the female more valuable than the male. A lot of un-Islamic practices involving marriage is that if you get you raise a good daughter, you get paid. You get paid to do it. So the dowry goes towards the family that raised the daughter. Well, actually, that's not quite the dowry, but that's the bride price. So they charge a bride price. There used to be heroic feats in Europe and stuff too, so it wasn't like it was a Semite thing. It was clearly not confined to the Semites. There was a sanctuary of Artemis Menechia. A bear came into it and was killed by the Athenians. A famine followed, and the entity gave an oracle that the famine should cease as someone would sacrifice his daughter to what they considered to be a goddess. Ambaros was the only man who promised to do it, on condition that he and his family should have the priesthood for life. He disguised his daughter and hid her in a sanctuary, and dressed a goat in a garment, and sacrificed it as his daughter.